What's good, everybody? It's your boy Kinetic615 back for another episode in the Michigan Wolverines Slow Sim Dynasty. We are in year 4, week 7, 6-0, number 2 in the country. Real quick, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. So, for those that have been following along, we have won every game this year. It is a travesty. There's a crime against college football that's going on. We have won every game this year, including a week 1 win against the Georgia Bulldogs. We are 6-0. They are 4-1. We have held the number 1 position since we beat them back in week 1. We were ranked number 3. They were ranked number 2. We defeated them in the Vegas Kickoff Classic. We had the number 1 spot. Last week we both won our games, and they got moved up into first place above us. A team that we beat in week 1. A team that is not undefeated, while we're undefeated, has jumped us in the rankings, and we will not stand for this. We will file a complaint with the compliance department at the NCAA to get this rectified. But in the meantime, let's take a look at what we're doing this week. So, for those that are tuning in for the first time, I'm going to go through a shortened version of this. Normally on every episode, I go through a whole spiel about our roster, about our coaching staff, how we got here, our past seasons, all of that. I'm going to start doing that every couple of episodes, not every episode. So I'll just quickly tell you. We are in year 4 under Coach Connor Stallions as the head coach. Our coordinators are PJ Fleck, former head coach of Minnesota Golden Gophers, and Connor Walker, former DC at Auburn. We have a team that has a few starters that you'll recognize, a few game-created players, and a few that have transferred in. So real quick, CJ Carr, Micah Kaipana, Kevin Trout. Wide receivers, Donovan Murphy, Marion Stewart, John Anthony Hall, Luke Harpring, and Vinny Van Buren at tight end. Offensive line, Dorian Hunley at left tackle. Left guard, Max Simonson. Center, Ty Haywood. Right guard, George Cherry. Right tackle, Brian Jordan. On the defensive line, left edge, Lugard Edekpaye. Right edge, Wendell Gregory. Defensive tackle, Ted Hammond. Linebackers, Sam linebacker, Cameron Booth. Mike linebacker, Cordell Carver. Will linebacker, Gabe Williams. In the cornerback room, we've got Deontay Liggins, Josiah Edmond, Jaden Sanders, Terrion Nichols. Safeties, Tommy Mitrione, Coy Beasley. Strong safeties, Shamari Earls, Reggie Gideon. Otis Beck, the kicker. Caleb Berryman, the punter. All right, we're going to get into this. Let's take a look at the recruiting board. Quick recap, we've got 4-star offensive lineman Malcolm Kopp, 4-star linebacker Kyler Radley, 5-star cornerback Terrence Blizzard, 4-star edge rusher Zach O'Toole, 4-star edge rusher Warren Gizzy, 4-star offensive lineman Lawrence Kalawaiaya, 4-star wide receiver Rashard Suggs, 4-star offensive lineman Robert Kafka. This past week we got a commitment from 5-star safety Tim Guy out of Brooklyn, New York, 6'3", 203, ranked number 1 among all prospects at the safety position, number 5 nationally among all prospects in every position, and number 1 overall in the state of New York. Committed to Michigan over Penn State and Nebraska. We did lose out on Craig Angel, who committed to our rival Ohio State. We got a commitment from 4-star offensive lineman Keelan Duzable, Country Club Hills, Illinois, 6'2", 292, ranked number 1 at his high school position of right guard, number 40 nationally among all prospects. And a commitment from 4-star offensive lineman Arsenio Cavazos, out of Reseda, California, 6'4", 313, ranked number 3 at the position of center, number 94 nationally. Let's take a look at the rest of our board. So Tim Price, we're currently still unopposed in top 8. John Gillikin, we have a small lead over Texas Tech, Arizona State, and Oregon. We've got a visit scheduled this week. He'll be on campus for our game against Nebraska. We've got the right pitch, so we just got to try to close him out before the Week 9 visit with Arizona State. Billy Ogburn, we have a small lead over Notre Dame in Florida. We have a visit with him in 4 weeks. Got the right pitch. Angel Awosika, we've got a decent lead over USC, Oklahoma, and Notre Dame. He's cut to top 5 now, so let's go ahead and schedule a visit. We'll schedule it for the bye week. Well, hold on, wait a minute. Well, we'll schedule it for Michigan State week. Hopefully we'll get a complimentary there. Coach Prestige and Championship Contender, we'll go with Coach Prestige. And we know his pitch is going to be to the house. Alright, Alex Lambo. We should get a commitment this week. We had him on campus for a visit last week. Didn't quite close him out, but I don't see Georgia or Auburn pulling ahead of us this week, so we should get a commitment this week. Kona Nguyen, we've got a pretty good lead over Florida. We've got a visit in 4 weeks. We're looking good here, especially now that we know his pitch is going to be Status Seeker, so we'll flip that to a hard sell. Not house call, Status Seeker. Come on now. Taekwon Jones, not looking great. We are likely going to lose him to Georgia, but we're going to stay in it until he commits. Jamie Pettis, we've got a decent lead over Miami and Louisville. No visit scheduled. He just cut to top 5, so let's schedule a visit. Let's go. We'll go week 12 bye week. We know Championship Contender, Coach Prestige, and Conference Prestige. We'll go Championship Contender, let him attend a team meeting. We'll put on the hard sell for aspirational goals. Alright, Rashard Wimper. We have a visit in 3 weeks, but we're not going to get there. We should hopefully get a commitment from him this week. Demarius Lynch, looking to get a commitment this week as well. Bryce Stuber, a decent lead over Louisville and Maryland, a visit in 3 weeks. We're looking good there. And Nate King, very small lead over Miami and Syracuse. We've taken the first place on his board this week. Let's take off Send the House. Let's schedule a visit for the bye week. And we know Pro Potential, Championship Contender, and Conference Prestige. We'll go Pro Potential. And then we will hard sell Sunday Player. Alright. That's all we can do. Now again, this is a slow sim dynasty. That means we are not going to play the game. Playing the game means that you can defeat the CPU coding even if you suck at the rest of the game. If you're bad at recruiting, if you're bad at scheming, if you're bad at setting a depth chart, if you're bad at developing players, that all can be erased just by beating the computer on the sticks. I'll give you a little bit of hint, an insider hint. All these other content creators that you watch, and this is no slight to them, it's just a fact. It is really easy to, quote, rebuild a team if you're jumping in to play your biggest games of every season. And you get to mask all the other deficiencies you have at rebuilding. With a slow sim dynasty, you can't do that. Everything matters. Now, we are using custom playbooks. They are my personal playbooks. Offense is my personal playstyle. Defense is my attempt to insert the amoeba defense created by Wink Martindale with influences from Jesse Minter, Mike McDonald, and Brian Flores. I believe I've done a pretty good job. Neither book is cheese. Neither book is glitch. They are legitimate schemes with about 400 plays in each, maybe a little bit less in the defensive book, but every play is rated for multiple scenarios, and like I said, it's a legitimate scheme. Neither one is better or worse than stock playbooks. They're just my preferred style. They are both up for download for anybody that wants to check them out. Skull Blue for the offense, D Skull Blue for the defense. Let's go with our big time blues for this game. We got visiting Nebraska. Alright, let's jump into it. And I will do some really bad play-by-play commentary, just because it's fun.
Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last year's national champion, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
There we go, 55 degrees in Ann Arbor. Freshman will kick off. Nebraska will take the first drive of the game. Nebraska comes in 4-2 to take on the undefeated Michigan. They kneel down in the end zone for a touchback, and they'll come out to the 25. Running back Daniel Bray Jr. for Nebraska. We got Micah Kapana, senior running back for Michigan. Coming out in shotgun, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. 5 on the line for Michigan. Drops back to throw, fires over the middle, right side, caught, first down on the first play. Tackled by Lugard Edekpire. Empty backfield for Nebraska, 5 wide. Quick pass over the middle, caught on the slant route, gets across midfield. Tackled at the 38, Ethan Grunkmeyer. 2 passes, 2 completions, 2 first downs. Former Penn State quarterback, playing his senior season with the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard
Shotgun now, 4 receivers spread evenly to either side, 2 to either side. Hands it to the running back. Gets through the line, running left up the left hash, gain of 6. Daniel Bray, it'll be 2nd and 4. Shotgun now, 3 receivers, trips right, 1 tight end in line. Michigan's defense has got to get their act together. Hands it off on the draw. Up the middle, caught, no gain on the play, and we've got an injury. Desmond Stoner, I believe that's a tight end for Nebraska, holding his abdomen. Hopefully he's okay. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for Nebraska. Shotgun now, trips right, single tight end in line. Receiver on the weak side, drops back to throw, under pressure. It's knocked down, pass knocked down behind the line by Shamari Earls, the blitzing safety, and they're going to send out the kicker. Left hash mark, this will be a 53-yard kick. And it's good. Nebraska gets the first points of the game, up 3-0, first drive of the game.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that
kick taken at the 4-yard line.
Lead, that's a statement.
Brings it back across the 20. Tackled at the 21-yard line. There we see Donovan Murph. Last week, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week.
CJ Carr comes out in shotgun, split backs.
Well, I know one thing for sure.
Fakes the handoff, play action, fires left, caught Murph at the 30-yard line, 2nd and 2. Split backs, tight formation, 3 receivers. With 2 receivers and a tight end. Carr takes a snap, hands it to Kapana. Kapana cuts up the middle, gets just across the line, not much more. First down for Michigan, 32-yard line. Carr under center, wing formation, wing I formation. Hands it to the running back, Diego Longoria. Cuts right, cuts left. Meets a guy at the line, only a gain of 1, and we've got an injury timeout for Nebraska, Ahmad Golden.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down.
Shotgun Carr, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. High snap, hands it to the running back. Pocket collapses, gets tackled behind the line, loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and 12 for Michigan on this 3rd and long conversion. Carr in shotgun, empty backfield, 5 receivers. Fires over the middle, caught, short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1 for Michigan, and they're going to punt. They're going to play it safe.
Kick is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0. Turning it on. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This
pistol. Receiver goes in motion left to right. Quick RPO pass underneath, caught, first down.
You get your guy out in space where he can use
Grunkmeyer 50 yards now. On Michigan's 31-yard line, 1st and 10. High formation. Hands it to the running back. Runs through the middle. Splits the defense. Gets across the first down marker. Tackled down at the 19. Red zone now for Nebraska. Shotgun, split backs, 3 receivers. Fakes the handoff, play action, fires to the other running back out of the backfield, caught, and it's a touchdown. Nebraska goes up 10 in Ann Arbor.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last
Under 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Nebraska with a 10-point lead over Michigan. Takes the kick at the 1-yard line. Michigan brings it back, gets it across the 20. Tackled at the 21. Shotgun for Carr. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, spread wide right. Hands it to Capana. Capana up the middle. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Shotgun now, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Looking to throw. Carr over the middle. Slant route. Amarian Stewart caught across midfield, tackled at the 47. New set of downs for the Wolverines.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities.
Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end.
You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year.
Stewart in motion, right to left.
He's now already over 2,000 yards.
Fakes the handoff, play action. Fires over the middle, caught. Luke Harpring, the tight end, down at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10, Michigan.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw.
Under center, I formation, wing. 1 receiver wide left, Donovan Murph. Tight end goes in motion, right to left, Jabbar Browder. Hands it off to the running back. Capana up the middle, jukes at the line. Gain of 9, down at the 11, 2nd and 1, Michigan. Shotgun, trips right, 1 tight end in line. Semple the back. Looking to throw. Carr, left side. Hits Harpring in the hands, but he drops it, 3rd and 1. I formation, goal line set. And they get the first down with the sneak. Same formation, goal line, I formation.
They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good
Fakes the handoff, rolling out. Carr hits right side, Trout up the sideline, and it's a touchdown catch by the fullback, Kevin Trout, number 38, and Michigan cuts the lead to 3.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And here's the kickoff by Michigan.
12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's
taken in the end zone, kneeled down for a touchback. 1st and 10 for Nebraska from the 25-yard line. Grunkmeyer in shotgun, 3 receivers left. RPO, quick pass on the drag route. Gain of 7, Cornhuskers, 2nd and 3. Same formation, shotgun, trips left, single tight end in line. Blitz by Michigan, RPO pass, same play. Hits the slot receiver underneath, caught, and they get the first down. Tackle at the 41. Shotgun, 4 receivers, 2 to either side, spread evenly. Fakes the handoff, play action, fires right, caught at the 41-yard line. It's going to be incomplete, not caught, incomplete, 2nd and 10. Now we got shotgun, slot right, receiver in motion left to right, hands it to the running back, running left, gets past the line, gain of 8, taken down at the 50-yard line, 3rd and 2 for Nebraska. In shotgun, 4 receivers. Drops back to throw, fires over the middle, it hits the receiver in the hands, incomplete, hits the ground, and Nebraska's going to punt. 4th and 2 at midfield.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5
and it bounces out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Can't ask for a better punt there. Nebraska pins Michigan deep. Power I formation for Carr. Hands it to the running back. Capana cuts right up the sideline. Can anybody catch him? Across the 40. Tackled down past the 30 at the 27-yard line. Micah Capana runs from his own end zone all the way down the sideline to the opponent's 27-yard line for a huge gain to get Michigan out of danger territory and into the red zone, or almost into the red zone.
This guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment.
Shotgun now, Carr. Quick pass, slant route. Amarian Stewart caught, first down, tackled at the 16. And that'll be the end of the first quarter.
After a nice game. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
All right, it'll be 1st and 10 for Michigan. Start of the second quarter, 16-yard line. Opponent's side of the field. Empty backfield now for Carr. 4 receivers and a tight end. 5 wide.
Red zone looking for a receiver.
Fires underneath. Caught. Marion Stewart on the drag route. Gets across the first down marker. Almost gets into the end zone, but stopped 2 yards shy. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. Single back formation. 4 receivers. Carr with the handoff. Hands it to Semple. Semple gets it through the line, tackled down across the line for the touchdown. Michigan gets a touchdown and takes the lead. Following the extra point, they'll go up 14-10 over Nebraska.
Home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Here's Beck for the kick.
And the extra
It's good.
point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
And Michigan now on top 14-10.
Just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run.
Kicks
for
it
the
off.
2.
Nebraska fields it at the 2.
On the move from inside his 5. He was
Gets it back to the 20, nothing more.
dynamic, but
1st
they
and
get
10
him on the
Nebraska.
ground at the 20.
In shotgun, receiver spread wide right, 3 trips right, single inline tight end.
Cash in on
Hands it to the running back, runs right on the sweep, gets around the edge, tries to spin around a defender, taken down at the 25, 2nd and 5 Nebraska. 4 receiver set, 3 wide left, 1 right, shotgun for Grunkmeyer.
Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more
Fakes the handoff, play action, fires left. Oh, it's an intercepted. Shamari Earls, the safety for Michigan, intercepts it and returns it back to the 24-yard line. Michigan ball.
and setting his offense up at the 24.
Shamari Earls getting some turnover buffs. Carr comes out in shotgun. Receivers trips left, 1 tight end.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Flips it
Dumps
out.
it off to the running back. It's caught in the backfield, but a loss on the play of 3 yards, 2nd and 13. Single back wing formation, 3 tight ends in line, 1 receiver. Fakes the handoff, play action. Carr looking, fires right, and it's intercepted. He gives it right back to Nebraska.
He managed a few yards on that
Wow.
return, but the bigger play was the fact
How do
that
you
he
give
forced
it
the
back
turnover.
after you were gifted? What are you thinking?
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford
Fakes the
to have
handoff,
that
QB
happen
keeping
again.
it, scrambling left, cuts through the line, gets past the defender, gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Up to the 32.
Shotgun, 4 receivers for Nebraska from the 32-yard line, 2nd and 2.
First down.
Fakes the handoff, keeps it again. No gain, no, maybe a yard on the play. 3rd and 1 for Nebraska. Shotgun now, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Single tailback. Michigan loading the line up. Drops back to throw. Quick pass underneath. Caught. Screened by the defender. Gets tackled down at the 49-yard line. Desmond Stoner. And that's going to be a first down Nebraska. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Hands it to the running back. Gets through the line, jukes right,
And he does a really
taken
nice
down just a
job
yard shy of a
finding
first down,
open space
42-yard
to
line,
make the
opponent
quick gain
territory.
before the stop is
2nd and
made.
1 for the Cornhuskers. Tight end goes in motion, fakes the end around, play action, fires over the middle, caught,
He's got the tight
tackled at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
down to the 25-yard line.
Shotgun
And
split back.
takes it to first down.
Changing the play, moving the receivers over left. We got 4 receivers left, 1 on the
Looking
line.
to throw on first down.
Looking to throw, fires underneath, caught, gain of 5. 2nd and 5, 19-yard line. Shotgun now, 4 receivers, 1 tailback.
Out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him?
Pulls it on the
Guess what
RPO,
I get to do? Take
gets the
advantage
pass
of my
off, first
matchup.
down
I like
for
my
Nebraska.
speed better
1st
than
and 10
yours.
now from the 15.
Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back
Can't
to work.
believe Carr gave that away after he was gifted field position.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Receiver in motion, fakes the handoff on the end around, play action, passes it to the receiver on the end around, jukes a defender out of the backfield, gain of 6, taken down at the 9-yard line, 2nd and 4. Under center now, tight formation, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, single tailback.
To pick up that first down.
Receiver goes in motion left to right, fakes it, play action, fires over the middle, into the end zone, diving catch by Nebraska, and they take the lead back 17-14.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Kick taken in the end zone, kneeled down for a touchback.
This drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time.
Stewart in motion left to right, fakes the end around, draws back to throw, fires to the tight end underneath, caught, gain of 5.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Shotgun, 3 receivers, bunched tight right, 1 out wide left.
Still some work to do on
Looking to
second
throw,
down.
steps up in the pocket, fires to the left side, Donovan Murph, caught, taken down at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 Michigan. I formation, 1 receiver wide right. Fakes the handoff, play action, quick fire over the middle, caught, Luke Harpering, tackled down at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. Wolverines hurrying back to the line. I formation, 2 receivers, 1 to either side. Hands it off to the running back. Diego Longoria through the line, gets across the first down marker, across the 15, tackled at the 14-yard line, 1st down. I formation again, same formation, but this time the receivers are tighter to the line. 1 to either side, hands it off to Capana. Capana up the middle, gain of 2. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 2nd and 8 Michigan. From the 12-yard line, Capana motions, bounces from right to left. Quick RPO pass from Carr. Gets it to Stewart, caught, only a gain of 2 though, 3rd and 6 Michigan. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 6 for Michigan from the 10-yard line. Shotgun now, 3 receivers bunched left, 1 right. Carr looking to throw. Into the end zone, open receiver, Amarian Stewart catches the touchdown. Michigan takes the lead again back from Nebraska. They're going to go up 21-17 with just under 2 minutes left in the half.
You want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kick is up, and it's good.
They take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
There's the kickoff. Nebraska going to be in a 2-minute drill here, down 4.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic.
Taken down at the 20 on the return. Nebraska's offense will come out in shotgun. 3 receivers, trips left, 1 tight end, single tailback. Grunkmeyer hands it off to the running back. Runs right, cuts up the middle. Gain of 2 at the 22, 2nd and 8. Hurrying back to the line. Clock still running, minute 45. Two receivers to either side. Shotgun for Grunkmeyer. Drops back to throw. Under pressure. Pocket collapse, and he's sacked. He fumbles it. It's picked up by Michigan. They run it in for a touchdown. Lugard Edekpayi with the sack, with the strip sack, picked up by Brenton Brooks and ran in for the scoop and score. Michigan, back-to-back plays, back-to-back touchdowns, and they've increased their lead in the last 15 seconds of regulation. They went from down 3 to up by 11.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game.
What a turn of events. And I said 15 seconds of regulation. Make that about 20. Kick taken at the 4. Returner jukes a defender. Can't get past the 15. 1st and 10. Empty backfield for Nebraska. Three receivers right, 2 left. Shotgun for Grunkmeyer. Looking to throw, standing in the pocket. Moving around. Fires underneath. It hits the hands, but it's knocked down by Shamari Earls. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now, tight formation. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Looking to throw. Blitz by Michigan. Fires right. It's caught. Past the 30. 1st down, Nebraska. They're going to take a timeout. This will be marked at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Shotgun from Nebraska. Takes the snap. Quick pass on the RPO. Caught. Gain of 3. But we're going to have an injury timeout. That'll cost Nebraska their 2nd timeout. It looks like it's to Sammy Marshall on the Cornhuskers. 2nd and 7 now. Shotgun, empty backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 lefts, all spread wide. Grunkmeyer drops back to throw. Pocket collapsing. Gets it off underneath. Hits the hands, but dropped, incomplete. Josiah Edmond on the hit, knocked it loose. 3rd and 7 for Nebraska. Mug look for the Wolverines. No blitz. Oh, but he's hit anyway, and he fumbles it again. This time it's recovered by Nebraska. Wendell Gregory this time on the sack. Stripped the ball out of the hands of Grunkmeyer. It was recovered by Nebraska, and they're going to send out the punt team on 4th and 16. Michigan will get the ball back with just over a minute left. They field it at the 26, bring it back to the 38-yard line. 1 minute and 3 seconds left on the clock. C.J. Carr comes out in shotgun. 2 receivers wide left, 2 tight ends, and a tailback. Carr with the ball. Fakes the handoff, play action, fires to Harpring underneath. Harpring gets the 1st down, taken down at the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. 45 seconds left on the clock. Carr in shotgun, 4 receivers. Looking to throw, fires underneath, caught. Tackled at the 44 on the opponent's side of the field. Michigan will take a timeout. Michigan has 1 timeout remaining, 34 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to try to get some last-minute points on the board before half. Fakes the handoff, play action, fires over the middle, it's caught. Amarian Stewart with the catch, tackled at the 29. Only 13 seconds left on the clock. 10 seconds left at the snap. Carr looking to throw, clock is winding down, and he throws an interception. All he had to do was not turn it over, and they could have gotten at least 3, but he throws an interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now.
5 seconds left. Nebraska's just going to kneel it out into the second half.
And with time running out here in the second quarter, they'll just take a knee down on the scoreboard. They'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
And the Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back.
Carr under center, hands it to Capana. Capana runs right, trying to get the first down, and he gets tackled for a loss, 3rd and 2. Shotgun split backs, tight formation, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers.
Defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Looking to throw, quick pass underneath, caught on the slant route to Capana. Gets just enough for the first down, tackled at the 35, 1st and 10 Michigan. Shotgun split backs, 3 receivers. Fakes the handoff, play action, fires down the right side, and it's incomplete, knocked down by the defender. Amarian Stewart the target. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end in line, single tailback. 2nd and 10 Michigan. Carr looking to throw, fires left sideline, caught, but no gain on the play. Steps out at the 35-yard line. 3rd and 10. CJ Carr looking to convert on this long 3rd and long with 4 receiver set. Fires, he's caught. Amarian Stewart with the first down. Jukes a defender at the 30, tackled across the 20 at the 19. Red zone trip for Michigan. Wolverines hurrying back to the line. 1st and 10 from the 19. Carr in shotgun, empty backfield. Looking to throw, underneath, caught. Was that Lawson, I think, on the catch? Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. I formation. Carr under center. Hands it, no, fakes the handoff. Play action, rolls out to the right. Throws it to Harpring. Harpring catches it, leaps into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
No midseason concentration laps here in week 7 as they push out that lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got his man down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense is
Sorry, I was responding to a text. So we got 3rd and 1 for Nebraska. Back motions out. Pass play. Pocket collapsing. Throws it over knee, and it's intercepted. Cameron Booth, the linebacker, catches it. He's going to run it back and pick 6. And he gets across the plane. Touchdown. Pick 6 by Cameron Booth, the Sam linebacker, 41 yards. And this is a massive swing in fortune for the Michigan Wolverines. Not too long ago, they were down 14-17 to Nebraska. Half a quarter later, and they're up 42-17.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back.
1st and 10 Nebraska, 25-yard line. Shotgun split backs. Back motions out. Fakes the handoff, play action. Keeps it. Hit as he throws. Deep down the sideline. One-on-one coverage. And it's knocked down by Shamari Earls. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Shotgun type formation. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Drops back to throw. He's under pressure. It's a screen pass. Catches it. Running back. Gets to the sideline. Gain of 5 before they're knocked out at the 30-yard line. 3rd and 5 for Nebraska. We got an empty backfield now. 5 receivers. 2 stacked to the left side. 3 out wide to the right.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Fires right sideline. It's caught. Just enough for the first down. Tackled at the 36. 1st and 10. Shotgun slot right for the Huskers. Receiver in motion right to left. Hands it to the running back. He's met in the backfield. Tackled down by Cameron Booth and Shamari Earls. Loss of 3. And it'll be 2nd and 13. 33-yard line. Nebraska in shotgun. Receiver goes in motion into the backfield. Drops back to throw. Fires to the tight end. Caught. Only a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 11. Shotgun now. 4 receivers. 3 wide left. 1 right. Single tailback. Grunkmeyer. Directing traffic. Takes the snap. Low. Under pressure. Fires to the right sideline. It's completed, but it's only a gain of 1. It'll be 4th and 10, and they'll send out the punt team. It's got good distance on the punt. All the way down to the 13-yard line. And Marion Stewart with the return gets it back to the 28. Tackled end over end, but keeps control of the ball. 1st and 10 for Michigan, 28-yard line. Single back wing formation. Hands it to Capana. Capana running right. Gets tangled up with the lineman at the line of scrimmage. Tackled down at the 29. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now. Carr looking to throw. Over the middle. Semple, the intended target, knocked down by the defender. 3rd and 10. Empty backfield for Michigan. 5 receivers, including the tight end. Carr with the snap. Fires left. Sideline. It's incomplete. It'll be 4th and 10 Michigan, and they'll go 3 and out and give it right back to Nebraska.
It brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second
Berryman with the punt. Gets it to the 18-yard line. Return back across the 30. Tackled at the 31. They'll mark it for a 1st down. The drive will begin at the 31. Grunkmeyer in shotgun. 3 receivers. Trips right. Single tailback. Quick RPO pass to the slot receiver. Caught. It's going to be no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now. 3 receivers. Bunch wide left. 1 out wide right. RPO pass to the receiver on the screen. Caught behind the line. Loss of 1. Tackled at the 30. 3rd and 11. Empty backfield. 3 receivers right. 2 stacked left. Grunkmeyer changing a route. Looking to throw. Quick fire left. It's caught. Tackled down at the 42. Just enough for a 1st down. And the Huskers come out in shotgun. 1st down, 42-yard line, 10 yards to go. Hands it to the running back. Runs up the middle. Met just past the line. Gain of 2. Daniel Bray. 65 yards for the day on 10 carries. Now Grunkmeyer in pistol. Tight formation. 2 tight ends on the left end of the line. 2 receivers stacked right. Hands it to the running back. He doesn't get back to the line. Or barely. They're going to mark it at the 43, but it's less than a yard difference, so it's still 3rd and 8. Shotgun, 4 receivers. Drops back to throw. Passes over the middle. And it's incomplete. Knocked out by the hit from Deontay Liggins. It'll be 4th and 8, and Nebraska will punt.
And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play.
Shotgun split backs. Carr fakes the handoff. Play action. Quick pass. Semple out of the backfield. Gets enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Michigan will enter the 4th quarter with a 42-17 point lead over Nebraska Cornhuskers. Shotgun now, 3 receivers. 1st and 10 for Carr. Takes the snap, hands it to the running back. Capana gets the pass through the line, gain of 5, taken down at the 36. Split backs now, Carr and shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 left, 1 wide right. Hands it to the running back. Semple on the carry, gets it to the 39-yard line, 3rd and 2. Shotgun, single tailback, 3 receivers, tight formation. Quick pass to the receiver, Donovan Murph. Catches it behind the line, gets enough for the first down. Tackled at the 43, 1st and 10. Shotgun, split backs, 3 receivers. Hands it to, who is that, Dial? I think that's Reggie Dial on the carry, number 5. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Single back, wing formation. Tight end in motion. Hands it to the running back. Capana cuts left, jukes the defender, spins around another, taken down at the 43, 1st and 10. 5-yard gain on the run. Carr in shotgun. Back motions out. Drops back to throw. Quick pass to the back. Micah Capana with the catch. First down. Tackled at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Michigan. I formation wing. Single receiver, wide left, 2 tight ends and a fullback. Fakes the handoff, play action. Fires right sideline. Caught by Harpering. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Under center, single back, 3 receivers, bunch tight left, 1 tight right. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to the left, fires into the left side of the end zone. Donovan Murph the target, knocked down by the defender, incomplete, 3rd and 3. Single back wing formation, hands it to Capana. Capana running left, gets through the line, splits the defenders, gets the first down, spins around another one, but taken down at the 4. There might have been a face mask there, but they didn't call it. It's going to be 1st and goal, Michigan. Single back wing formation again, 3 tight ends on the line. Capana the tailback, hands it off. No, he keeps it. Carr rolling left, quick fire to Luke Harpring just across the line to the goal, and it's a touchdown, Michigan.
This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting
huge gain to the 48 for the Huskers. Just over 6 minutes left in the game. Down 17-49. Shotgun, 3 receivers wide right. Fakes the handoff, play action. Fires underneath, caught. Gets the first down, tackled across the 40 at the 39, 1st and 10 Huskers. In Michigan territory. Shotgun, 3 receivers. Back motions out to the left. Quick pass underneath. It's caught, but he's taken down immediately. 2 yards shy of the first down. 2nd and 2 to go. Hands it off to the running back on the sweep. Met in the backfield by Shamari Earls. That's going to be a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 34-yard line. Shotgun, 4 receivers. 3 bunched right, 1 left. Trying to roll out. Grunkmeyer hit as he throws. It hits the dirt. Incomplete. 4th and 5. They're going to go for it. Grunkmeyer in shotgun. Empty backfield. 5 receivers. 2 stacked left. 3 spread right. All tight. A tight formation. Grunkmeyer looking to throw. And it hits the receiver in the hands, and it's incomplete. He tried to pass to the left sideline. It hit the receiver, but the hit from behind knocked it loose, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs. Carr with the handoff to Capana. Capana up the middle, gets the first down, tackled down at the 49-yard line midfield. 1st and 10 for Michigan. Carr in shotgun, slot left. 1st and 10. Just under 4 minutes left to go in the game. They're trying to chew clock. Hands it to Capana. Capana runs up the middle. First down run. Tackled down at the 39-yard line, opponent territory. And Capana goes over 150 yards for the game. 156 on 13 carries. Shotgun now. Hands it to Capana. Capana runs left. Jukes left. Brought down from behind. Gain of 3 on the run. 37-yard line. 2nd and 7. Shotgun. 3 receivers. Trip left. 1 tight end in line. Carr with the snap. Hands it to Semple. Semple runs up the middle. Quick little stutter step. Gain of 3. 3rd and 4. 34-yard line, 3rd and 4 for Michigan. 2-minute warning for the game. Carr in shotgun, duo setbacks. 2 receivers. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Carr's running it. He gets across the 20. Tackled down at the 17-yard line, keeps control of the ball, and it's a 1st and 10 for Michigan. 1:30 left. I formation wing. Single receiver right. Carr under center. Tight end goes in motion left to right. And they don't get the snap off. It's going to be a delay of game flag for Michigan. Lapse of judgment there for Carr. Just lost track of the time.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Out of the gun, the inside give. Spins away from the defense. And they're able to get him on the ground. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And they're knocking on the goal line at the 1-yard line, but they don't get the play off. And the game will end with a 49-17 victory for the Wolverines. They held the Huskers scoreless in the second half. C.J. Carr, player of the game, 4 touchdowns, 300-plus yards. 2 ugly interceptions, but overall a good game by C.J. Carr.
They deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's take a look at the stats for the game. Team stats. Michigan had 28 first downs, Nebraska 16. Total offense 531 for Michigan, 301 for Nebraska. Total plays ran 58 to 54. Yards per play average 9.2 for Michigan, 5.6 for Nebraska. Run game. Here's a stark difference. Michigan, 24 carries, 226 yards, 1 touchdown, and an average of 9.4 yards per carry. Nebraska, 18 carries, 62 yards, 0 touchdowns, an average of 3.4. In the passing game, it was a little bit closer. Michigan, 27 of 34 for 305 yards, 4 touchdowns, at the 9-yard average. Nebraska, 25 of 36, 239 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an average of 6.6. Third down conversion rate, Michigan 77%, Nebraska 30%. Only 1 fourth down conversion was attempted and it was failed by Nebraska. No 2-point conversions were attempted. Red zone percentage, Nebraska 100% on both of their trips, Michigan 62%. Turnover differential, Michigan had 2 interceptions, threw 2 interceptions, Nebraska threw 2 interceptions and had 1 fumble loss, so that the Michigan won that differential by 1. Punt return yards, 24 for Michigan, 21 for Nebraska. Kick return yards, 55 for Michigan, 43 for Nebraska. Total yards for the game, 610 for Michigan, 365 for Nebraska. Punt average, 50.5 for Nebraska, 48 for Michigan. 1 penalty in the game that was on Michigan for 5 yards. That was the delay of game late in the game. And then time of possession, Michigan held it for 25 minutes and 45 seconds. Nebraska 22-15. Individual player stats for the Michigan Wolverines. C.J. Carr, 27 of 34 for 305 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a QB rating of 181.8, and a completion percentage of 79%. In the run game, Micah Kaapana, 14 carries, 159 yards. Trent Semple, 5 carries, 19 yards, and a touchdown. C.J. Carr carried it himself twice for a net of 19 yards. Diego Longoria, 2 for 21, and Reggie Dial, 1 for 8. In the receiving game, Luke Harpering, 8 catches, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns. Amarian Stewart, 7 catches, 122 yards, and 1 touchdown. Donovan Murph, 3 for 26. Trent Semple, 3 for 16. Micah Kaapana, 3 for 18. Chris Lawson, 1 for 6. Kevin Trout, 1 for 9 and a touchdown. John Anthony Hall, 1 for 11. Along the offensive line, we had 0 sacks attributed to the offensive line. Dorian Hunley had a day with 19 recorded pancakes. On defense, our tackles leader was Cameron Booth with 9. TFL's leader, we've got a 3-way split between Booth, Edekpaye, and Earls with 2 apiece. Sacks, we've got 1 apiece for Wendell Gregory and Lugard Edekpaye. Interceptions, we had 2, 1 for Cameron Booth, 1 for Shamari Earls. PBUs, Deontay Liggins and Shamari Earls each had 2. Forced fumbles, we had 1 from Wendell Gregory, 1 from Lugard Edekpaye. The one from Edekpaye was recovered by Brenton Brooks for a scoop and score. Fumble return for a touchdown. Again, Cameron Booth's interception was also returned for a defensive touchdown. In the kicking game, Otis Beck was not required to kick from the field at all today, but he was perfect 7 for 7 for the extra points. Caleb Berryman had 2 punts for 96 yards, an average of 48 yards per punt. Kick returns, Zaire Flanagan had 3 for 55. Punt returns, Amarian Stewart had 2 for 24. Let's exit back out to the to the hub menu. We'll advance the week and see what changes. Okay, we did level up. That's good. Where should we put this? Let's go offensive line. Maybe we should go quarterback? No, let's go offensive line. Alright, let's advance the week, see what happens. Alright, so we did get a commitment from 5-star quarterback John Gillikin out of Tacoma, Washington. Got a commitment from 5-star cornerback Alex Lambo from Powder Springs, Georgia. Another one from 4-star offensive lineman Rashard Wimper out of Novi, Michigan. 4-star tight end Demarius Lynch from Park Ridge, Illinois. But we did lose out on Tyquan Jones to Georgia. That was expected, though. And somehow we dropped in the rankings again. This is a crime. How? We have 2 teams that have losses ranked ahead of us. One of them, their loss is to us. This is insane. Georgia stayed at number 1. Notre Dame moved from 3 to 2, knocking us from 2 to 3. Duke stayed pat at 4. Florida moved up 2 from 7 to 5. USC dropped from 5 to 6. Louisville from 8 to 7. Tennessee moved from 9 to 8. Auburn from 12 to 9. Clemson stayed still at 10. Same with Mizzou at 11. BYU moved up 2 spots from 14 to 12. Alabama moved up 2 from 15 to 13. Oklahoma, same, 16 to 14. Penn State moved up 3 from 18 to 15. South Carolina moved from 21 all the way up to 16. Texas from 20 to 17, so they got jumped by South Carolina. Boise State moved from 22 to 18. TCU from 23 to 19. Miami dropped from 6 all the way down to number 20 after a 23 to 20 loss at Boston College. Pitt moved from outside of the top 25 into 21. Arkansas State from 25 to 22. Oregon, after a loss at Wisconsin, dropped from 13 to 23. Ole Miss and Louisiana both went from unranked to ranked at 24 and 25. That means that Baylor, Texas A&M, and Oklahoma all dropped out of the top 25. I don't understand how we dropped to 3rd. It's not like our strength of schedule is bad. Our strength of schedule is 44 and 36. We beat number 1 Georgia. We beat West Virginia on the road. We beat Maryland at home. Purdue on the road. Oregon State at home. Northwestern at home. Nebraska at home. Why are we being punished? Notre Dame's opponents don't have more wins than us. They have one extra game than us, and their opponent's record is 44 wins, 27 losses. Ours are 44 wins, 36 losses. Same number of wins by our opponents. Georgia's barely higher than us, 51-17. They lost to Michigan. How can they be ranked above Michigan? And one of their wins was against an FCS team. So how are they ranked above Michigan? That doesn't make any sense. All right, guys. Well, that's the episode. Tune in next time to see us go on the road out to Washington to take on the Huskies, who are currently 4-3. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Follow me everywhere on social media at Kinetic615. Please take a moment to check out the link to the GoFundMe attached to the YouTube bio. It's also pinned at the top of my X or Twitter profile at Kinetic615. Please feel free to message me about the GoFundMe or anything in general at Kinetic615 on X. I'm happy to respond. And until next time, guys, as always, I just want to say Skol Vikes and go